Hello and welcome back to a beginner's guide to using WordPress. One of the cool things about WordPress is represented by sidebars, and sidebars contain widgets. These are small blocks of content that display a specific information. For example, you can have a widget that shows a search form, or one that displays a list of all the existing pages inside your blog. In this lesson, you'll learn how to add and manage widgets. So let's get started. Working with sidebars in widgets is really simple. Let's take a look at our front end. The sidebar, in this particular case, is present on the left side. And in the sidebar, we can see a couple of blocks of content. For example, the first one is a search form. This is a widget. Then we have recent posts. We have a title and some content. Then we have a widget for recent comments, archives, categories, and meta. Now, all of this is editable from the back end. So we need to go to Appearance, Widgets. Now, this might look complicated, but it's not really. What you see on the right are sidebars. So you have the primary sidebar, and that is the main sidebar that appears on the left, which is this. Then you have the content sidebar, and this is an additional sidebar that appears on the right side. Currently this is empty, it doesn't have any widgets. And then there is the footer widget area. It appears in the footer section of the site, which is at the very bottom. Now on the primary sidebar you can see a list of all the widgets that I showed you earlier. So search, recent posts, recent comments, search, recent posts, recent comments. You can click and drag any one of these to rearrange them. So if I move recent comments on the top, it automatically updates. And if I refresh, you can see the change. I can also delete some of these. Simply click on this little icon and hit delete. And now that widget is gone. I can also add a title for every widget. So search here. For example, save, and now my search widget has a title. And then I can simply move widgets from one sidebar to the other. So if, for example, I want recent posts and archives to be displayed on the footer, I simply drag and drop. And now if I refresh, you can see a footer area with those two widgets. That's very cool because it allows you to quickly modify your website's layout. Let's add one to the content sidebar. Let's say this meta. Refresh. And now I also have a sidebar on the right. And notice that depending on their position on the website, these widgets are styled differently. So this one looks like this here with the green links, but if I put it back on the left sidebar, it will look different. It will be styled differently. Now you have a full list of widgets on the left side of the page. Yeah, so you have archives, you have calendar. If you want to show a calendar, it looks something like this. And the boxes that are marked with green represent the dates which contain posts. Other widgets allow you to add a list or drop down of categories, a custom menu, a list of your site's pages, RSS links, tag cloud. This right here is a theme specific widget, which means it only works with the current theme. So let's drag this into the left sidebar. I'm gonna set the title that says My Galleries, and I'm only gonna tell it to show posts that have the gallery post format. Yeah, so refresh, and at the bottom it says My Galleries, and it displays my gallery posts. And then you can simply have a widget that says text or HTML. And here you can write pretty much anything you want. So this is a text widget. And if I want, I can insert some text and then maybe an image. So I need to go to my media library, select an image, get the URL, so copy this, and then I need to do an img tag with the source set to what I just copied. Hit save. And now I have a new widget with some text and the image that I just added. So that's how you work with widgets. In the next lesson, you'll learn about another cool feature of WordPress, menus. You'll learn how to build and how to maintain them.